What's up guys, Durkee Chan here. I do fragrance reviews and fragrance comparisons. Let me know what you want me to compare to review down in the comments. Today we have two fantastic, highly recommended fragrances in the community. We have Acqua Di Gio Profumo and Bleu de Chanel Eau de Parfum. Alright, let's go over some basic details of both of these fragrances, like price, performance. Now with Profumo, for about $100 you get a 2.5 ounce, and for Bleu de Chanel for $128 you get a 3.4 fluid ounce. So in terms of price to size ratio, they're quite similar. Both are going to cost you around $100 a pop, $100 plus, and they're both going to offer that fantastic compliment heavy scent for sure. Now both of these scents, they have incense and patchouli in the base, quite similar, but Bleu de Chanel has a bit more in the base notes, a bit more woods, some amber, a bit more going on, while Acqua Di Gio Profumo just has the incense and the patchouli. Now these fragrances differ in the mids. Bleu de Chanel goes towards the ginger and floral and a bit fruity kind of vibe, while Acqua Di Gio Profumo goes into more of a greenish rosemary sage kind of vibe. Both of these fragrances have a very similar note in the opening, and that's bergamot. Bleu de Chanel goes a bit more with the citrus in terms of adding grapefruit, adding lemon, and they also have a hint of mint in there, while Acqua Di Gio Profumo is known for that fantastic aquatic note in the opening. So in terms of notes, quite similar in the top and in the base, and then they start to differ in the mids. Now in terms of performance, projection, and sillage, I would say Profumo wins in the sillage. It just gives a bit more oomph, it's a bit stronger, it's more in your face. But in terms of projection, kind of the same. I would say Profumo tends to project a bit more than Bleu de Chanel Eau de Parfum, while in terms of performance, I think both of these last about the same. Again, Profumo does edge out Bleu de Chanel Eau de Parfum a bit more. So in terms of projection, sillage, and performance, Profumo wins. The incense and the patchouli is just a bit heavier. It is a so-called parfum, so I wouldn't be surprised that this does perform a bit more than the Eau de Parfum. There's just a bit more oils in here, a bit more juice that give it that extra oomph that it needs. So performance, Profumo definitely wins. Projects more, better sillage, better performance. But that's not saying Bleu de Chanel Eau de Parfum is bad in the performance category at all. It still will project decent 2 hours, fantastic sillage, and does have fantastic performance. I love to spray this on my clothes. Very uplifting, very delicious. I love the fruity opening. Amazing. Now, in terms of age range, these scents are definitely geared towards the younger to older adults. So definitely 25 and up. Fantastic fragrances for that age group. Now in terms of occasions, both of these fragrances are definitely nighttime, I think, more oriented towards the cooler weather. Profumo, fantastic for the nighttime. In the summer, in the winter, it does it. It has a performance. Personally, I would not want to wear this in the summer nighttime. It's very strong on me, so I don't want to offend anybody in the summer and have it too intense. Bleu de Chanel Eau de Parfum, again, personally, I would wear the Eau de Toilette in the summer, but this is a fantastic option in the cooler weather, like fall, like winter. It still does well. So in terms of occasions, these two are very, very similar, but one difference that I would like to point out. I think Acqua Di Gio Profumo is a bit more serious scent. It's a bit more mature. It's more business-like, while Bleu de Chanel Eau de Parfum is a bit more playful, definitely with that grapefruit and the floral notes and the ginger, definitely more playful, but it's still fantastic for formal events, still fantastic for date night. So, very, very similar, guys. It's just up to you in the end in terms of what you like. If you want a more aquatic note, go Profumo, but if you want something more citrus heavy, bit more sweet, Bleu de Chanel Eau de Parfum. Definitely sweeter than Profumo. Profumo is gonna have that intense patchouli base, so it's very earthy, mixing with the aquatic. It smells very, very earthy, right? You got the land and you got the sea, very, very earthy elements. Bleu de Chanel has fantastic grapefruit, ginger, and amber, so you get that fantastic mix of something fresh, something sweet, and something spicy. So it's a very, very intriguing, very sexy blend, definitely a bit sweeter. So if you want something sweeter, Bleu de Chanel. If you want something more earthy, more green, more grounded, Profumo. Now both of these will get you guaranteed compliments. Personally, I've gotten more compliments with Bleu de Chanel Eau de Parfum, but that's because I wear it just so much more than Profumo. I save Profumo for those cold winter nights where I want to have something that projects very well and that's also fresh and serious. I would go Profumo, but for me, I gravitate more towards the Eau de Parfum. I love the sweetness in it for a nighttime fragrance, but that doesn't mean this one is bad at all. It's just up to your personal preferences. Now, if I had to pick one, I would have to go Bleu de Chanel Eau de Parfum. I love the Bleu de Chanel DNA. It is iconic. But I also like the Profumo DNA, but I just wish it was a bit sweeter. They do have a flanker where it's sweeter, but I don't own that. But Bleu de Chanel does it for me. So if you're deciding between these two, just ask yourself, do I like a sweeter scent or a more earthy scent? If you want earthy, Profumo. If you want something sweeter, Bleu de Chanel. Again, Bleu de Chanel, Profumo. These are kind of year-round go-to fragrances, so you can't go wrong with either or. So it's just up to your own personal preference on what you like to smell. Again, Bleu de Chanel, more citrus. Profumo, more aquatic. So if you like the sea, you like that vibe, go Profumo. Both of these will get you the ladies, will get them to like you, will get them to compliment you. You can't really go wrong with either or. It's just what you like. Peace, guys.